Hello everyone, my name is Patrick, and welcome back to my channel Relationship Addiction Stories. Today we have a story where this man made her ex-wife homeless by divorcing her, and won the full custody. It's an amazing story. Let's see how this story ends. Coping after years of getting cheated on, and emotionally moving on. Hello, I'm new to Reddit, so here's my story. I was brought to the US when I was young. I was abandoned here by my family. I lived in the streets till I turned 17 years old and bought a small beat-up home. It took me years to get it fixed up. I met my ex when I turned 18. She moved in when the house was livable. Everything was great. We loved each other very much. A little one-bedroom, one-bathroom house. I turned it into a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. We were both overjoyed, and we were starting to live our life together. After 2 years of talking about it, we decided to have a family. Everything was going great, and we had our first child. It was a daughter, and I was super excited. After our daughter was 1 year old, my girlfriend wanted to get married, and since I loved her, I agreed. After we got married, I started working 2 full-time jobs, since my wife didn't work and she had to take care of the baby and we had no family there. Me and my wife will take turns cooking and cleaning around the house, and everything seemed like it was okay. One day, my wife starts being on the phone more than normal, and I just thought that she was talking to her family. I noticed that it was constantly every single time I was home, and she started to become more distant. So I asked her what was wrong, and she said that it was just her family and that she missed living where she lived. One day, when I came home from work, I didn't have to go on my other job, but I couldn't go to sleep. I saw her phone was still open, so I looked, and I saw that she was talking to another guy. My heart was broken, so I woke her up and I confronted her about it. She explained to me that she was stressing because she was always at home, but what I didn't understand is that she refused to go to work. So after she begged, I conceded because I truly loved this person. She was everything to me, and since she was the only family I've ever known, I agreed to stay together. She started working. We hired a babysitter, and everything was going great. 2 years passed, and we had another child. She talked me into moving to the state where her family lived, so I sold the house, and we moved to that state. Not even after 3 months we were living there, I saw her phone again, and she was talking to the guy once again, and this time it looked like they've been talking for a while. She tells me the truth, that she has not stopped talking to him ever since I caught them the first time. She was using her phone games to get a hold of them through the messages there. At that time, my heart was completely broken, and I completely shut down because I didn't even want to move to this state in the first place. But I did it because I loved her, and I thought it would be a fresh start for us. So after she pleaded and begged, I told her that we can just talk for now, but I do not want it to be with her at the time, since she wanted to continue talking to the guy. She said that it was all emotional, but nothing physical. She let me see through her phone, so she can show me everything. I was devastated she was planning on being with him. She said that she loved him, but she loved me too, and that she was confused because we have children together. I told her that I was going to move out. I tried to find an apartment around the area, but since I was new to this company, nobody will accept me, so I had no choice but to stay home to save money. Eventually, I got a place. We were pretty much friends with benefits, even though we were still married. I finally moved out, tried getting a divorce. She will take our daughter and son to school, and I will pick them up after school. I dated a few times, but because of my work schedule, it was difficult to keep anybody. She was also single because not that many guys want someone with children. My ex tried to get me back, and every single time I said no. It will make her upset. My daughter would tell me that mommy will go on dates all the time. So I thought both of them needs to learn how to cook while they came to my place. I bought her a cell phone and taught her how to use it. I gave her a card so I can send her money and not to let her mom know about it. Our daughter is very smart. She knows how to speak 3 languages and still learning more. I told my kids about a house I've been saving up and it's ready. She was excited about it, and I explained to my daughter that me and her mother won't be seeing each other very soon. She understood. She asked if they can live with me because she didn't like living with her mom and meeting the guys she brings home. So I said yes, both can, and if she was sure about it. She explained that her mom cooked the minimal and it's always on her phone, and she would get mad at her for being rude to the people that come over. So I understood what I needed to do after that. The next day I called a lawyer, told him about my situation. He told me I need recent texts from her affairs. It will help my case. So I went to her place. My ex was all over me. My kids was with their grandparents at the time. I wanted to leave, but she kept me there, so I used the time for my advantage. I got her exhausted. She fell asleep. I went through her phone, took all the information, pics, videos, and sent them to my phone. I took it to my lawyer. Turns out she was cheating on me the whole 12 years. My kids are mine, of course. They both look like me, and I did a DNA test also confirming it. A lawyer took about a week to do the paperwork. I went to her house and put the envelope on the door and went straight to the new home. I have already moved everything there and set up my daughter's room just the way she likes it. After a few hours, my phone began to blow up. Ex-wife was saying she wasn't gonna sign anything and that she will have child support and from me everything I have. I just looked at the texts and laughed. After months of waiting to go to court, finally the day arrived. I showed the proof. She didn't even have a lawyer. The judge asked my daughter to go to the back and asked her questions. They both came back and I won full custody of our kids. My ex was devastated at the end. She had to sell the house since she was using the money I gave her to pay all the bills. Turns out she wasn't working. I got half the money since it was in both our names. I let her see our kids whenever she wants, but it's in my terms. She needs to pick a location. That's not me and my kids' home. She still thinks everything can go back to normal. I told her, no, not ever. Till this day, she doesn't know where we live. I've learned over the years that all you have to do is take it one step at a time to keep moving forward. Since we both moved to the new place, I found someone that loves and cares for me and my daughter. She works with me and understands that I don't trust easily or get too close, so she's taking her time because she too was hurt, so hopefully fingers crossed, something good comes from this. Thank you for reading my story. I hope it helps someone be patient and do what you must for a better future. Edit. There's hundreds of thousands of kids in the States that are homeless. Privileged people don't see them because they assume they have families, but it's very real. Also, I really don't care if people believe my story or not, it's real. I apologize for the way I texted, but I'm new to this. I was just making a point. People can have a good or a horrible upbringing. Everyone's different. All you can do is work hard and keep moving forward. I worked myself to the point I had nothing left to better myself. My home was very special to me, that's why I was upset when we moved. I wish I was Indian, at least as people help their families. My post was just to show if you keep yourself occupied and set a goal and focus, you will be better for the future. People always say there's plenty of fish in the sea. All I'm focused is on my kids and to better myself. Kudos to him for leaving the second time he caught her. The only thing, though, I would have refrained from ever sleeping with her again. No friends with benefits. A cheating woman like that, you don't know what they have. I hope he got himself tested for any STDs.